Yo, hey guys. My name is Ken. My name is Ken Perriman. I have another YouTube channel, but I also have this one that I have let the dust collect on it. And the reason why, well, is because I'm fat. Yeah, I know it. I'm not afraid of it. Not worried about it. I just know what it is, and I know what I am, and I need to fix that. I am not that person or that people that believes that I should be accepted as I am. No, I should be ridiculed. I should be talked shit to. I should be told, dude, fix your shit. Sorry about the language, but that's just how I feel. Because I've always felt that myself. That y'all know there's just way too much evidence and data and information that says while we've been known as a race to be able to live longer, even though you're a bit out of shape, being excessively fat is not good. So I hope I'm not sparking too much controversy. I do apologize if I offended anybody, but I don't like how I feel. I don't like how I look. I don't like it. That's just me. If it's wrong, then I'll stay wrong. Sorry. But I don't like what I see in the mirror. And I think whatever it is, I'm not going to change. This is how I am going to feel until either I get healthier, skinnier, or I just waste away. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste away. I've spent too much time acting like I'm just going to try and waste away, and it's not going to happen. Sorry. So I'm not trying to get so deep and dark on you, but the fact is I have to put this out there. I need to be held accountable. I need people to come in and tell me, Ken, you dumbass, fix your shit, get better. I played military, played army, as I like to say it. I've gone out and done some fun camping and shooting some bullets and doing some cool stuff that I used to do as a Boy Scout. And it was super fun and super cool. I was also very healthy, had a very good looking physique. And I don't have it now. So what brings this up is my own dumb acidness. That's not even a word, but you get what I mean. Is that I have a race coming up. Race, yeah, where you run. You actually go do stuff where you run. I am and have been always involved in, I say always, in the last 4+ years, involved in a race. This race is the biggest race in, I think, the world. If not at least the United States, it's the biggest 10K. Let me back up. It's the biggest 10K. It's famous. It's the Peachtree Road Race. It's in Atlanta. It is down the road from me. I live in the Atlanta area, greater Atlanta area. So it is a bus and a couple train stops away from where I'm at, and I can go do that. And I am going to do that. That's my number. So if you ever wonder and check out that number and see how I did, check it out. But I am going to run the Peachtree Road Race again. Sorry. I've had a couple drinks today because I've been thinking about some stuff. So thinking is not the full effect today because it is actually technically 12:22 in the morning. So the previous day, which would have been a Friday, is and was June 28th. This race, July 4th. I just went and ran on a treadmill today. That's a bit late, Ken. I know. Thanks. I know. Boy, do I know. Yeah. But a few things in my mindset says, yeah, I took way too long to go ahead and try to get in and do a little bit of conditioning or whatever the hell you want to call it for this race. And I am well behind what I should have done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I've done a few things. I've done some walking, but I've not physically gone out and done some running until yesterday. Yesterday, I say that because it's 12:23 a.m. Today, if you want to be more accurate, or a few hours ago, handful of hours ago, I went running. Yes. Big old dude me went running. And I want to say I was a bit proud of myself. You got to set expectations. I'm way too big to be doing what I used to do. And running, hell, I mean, way back in the day in the Army, we used to run 2 miles. I ran it in the 12s. It's not going to happen today. not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in a few months. Hell, might never happen again. But I used to be a runner. So the cool thing about it is when I got on the treadmill and started to run, after about a minute of walking to kind of loosen things up, right, get things going, literally 1 minute, turn it on at 4.6 miles per hour. That's walking for most people, but that is running for me, jogging for me. That is putting some pace on me and putting a work on me. It actually got me to about 160 beats per minute on my heart rate. So that is a heck of a workout, a good workout for me. So, proudful moment was the fact that I was able to run for 30 minutes straight at 4.6 miles per hour. Yes, quite slow, but fast for me. Faster for me. Fast enough, fast, whatever. And I was surprised. Probably related to muscle memory, genetics, or whatever, that I used to be healthy. My body was like, oh yeah, we used to do this, just can't do it as fast. But I don't know what it is. The fact is that I'm just very proudful for the fact that I was able to run 30 minutes straight at what I call a run. Am I going to break any records with that run? No, not at all, except for maybe my own. So the Peachtree Road Race is a 10K or 6.2 miles. I normally run that, and I have run it almost consistently at about a 1 hour and 30 something minute time period. I was going to say pace, but it's, from start to finish, it usually takes me right around 1 hour and under 1 hour and 40 minutes ish. So when I ran the first 30 minutes, I ran 2 miles. That, again, pretty darn slow. But yeah, I used to run it in 12. I more than doubled it. But that was also 20 plus years ago in my prime. Now, I was also able to, let me back up. And again, I'm going to try not to edit this. So hopefully if you hear the blanks and the delays and the reverse and the over talking, sorry, it's me. It's how I am. But hopefully you'll see. I'm trying not to edit much of this. I'm trying to just be as raw and straight up as I can. But when I ran the Peachtree Road Races where I did not train before, last year especially, I do remember that, and I'll tell you this. If you ever ran the Peachtree Road Race, or if you haven't, either way, I'm still going to tell you, the first 3 miles are pretty much flat. A little bit of down, a little bit of up, a little bit of down, but pretty much across the board, pretty flat. Then you hit what's called Cardiac Hill, literally at the 3. I mean, you hit 3 miles and you turn the corner and you're like, oh, dang, there it is. And it's like up. And it's not the worst. It's not like the bald knob run or whatever that I've had a video on this channel before. It's not something like that, but it is consistent and long, and it will kick your teeth in. It will tell you, hello, how you doing? And you will have a hard time getting up that hill. Most importantly, too, that I do remember, and exactly it happened at the 2 mile mark for me in this run today, was the fact that it happened at the 3 mile mark in the run at the Peachtree Road Race, probably for the last 2 years, was, ooh, I feel it in my hips. So as soon as, again, mental, hips, and uphill all said, Ken, we're going to walk this couple of miles. And I always end up running a bit slower overall. So I do good in the first 3 miles, and then all of a sudden I'm walking it way too much, and I end up losing a lot of that ground that I made at jogging the first 3 miles. You don't really go downhill except for like at the very end of the race. And at that point, in my case, I am spent, drained, beat the heck up, and I am obliterated by that time. I'm just hoping to just make it to the end of the line, which I do every year. Thank God I do. But I feel that right now, even doing it this late, and then I'm going to try and probably do a little bit of walking tomorrow because I'm going to be sore. Oh, and also the cool thing is let me clarify. I ran the 2 miles straight for 30 minutes-ish, 30 minutes. And then I couldn't really run because my hips were a little bit sore. Sorry, I'm coming back to this. So I walked. But then I thought, I'm going to walk 2 minutes, and then I'm going to run 1 minute. That'll be good. Let's start with that. And I said, okay. So I stopped, and I started to walk, and I'm monitoring my heart rate, and I'm like, 1 minute in, screw it, let's go for a run. But then I turned it up to like 5. I was running 4.6. I said, what the heck? Let's just make it an even number. 5's easier to hit on the keypad. Hit go. Then I walked again for a minute after running for a minute. Then I turned it on. I did 6. Well, actually, at 5.5. And then I did 6. And then I went back to 5. And then at 5.5. And then at 4.6 a couple. And then I even ran a 4.6 for like 2 minutes straight. But my walk was always 1 minute. So I'm very proud of myself that instead of settling and stepping back and saying, I'm going to walk 2 and run 1, I decided to run and walk both each minute at least. And the walk was always going to be at least 1 minute. Where one of the runs where I actually ran 4.6 miles per hour, I ran it for 2 full minutes. Great. In both cases, I ended up running a total of 4 miles in 1 hour. That puts me basically in pace of running a 1 hour and 30 something minute race. Not bad. Again, though, this is on a treadmill, flat. So I got to take into case that this is also in Atlanta. It's hot outside. I ran in a gym on a treadmill that had air conditioning. And I also got to run uphill. But I'm already doing something a little bit better than I was doing before. My point is, I'm proud of the fact that even though I should have started this weeks ago, I did start it. Is it enough? No. Should I have started sooner? Oh, hell yeah. But I did it now. So to anybody out there who's thinking about the same thing, who's been in the same situation as I, and I know because I hear other people that are in these situations and I'm like, I'm with you, that this sucks, but you got to start somewhere. It doesn't matter. Even if it's the day before the race, start somewhere. So I'm going to start. I've already started. And hopefully you'll be able to follow me here on my journey. I am going to spend a lot more time just uploading videos. And because this is a new channel, I don't know how long of a video I can upload, but I'm going to upload as much as I can of raw, straight footage with no editing. And I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing and what's going on. I'm going to run this Peachtree Road Race. I'm going to win it. And what I mean by win it is I'm going to win it for me. I'm going to do good. I'm going to do good enough. But I'm going to do something that says I'm going to lose weight. And that's the big thing. I got to start working on losing weight. And it involves a lot of things. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. But right now, I've got to exercise more. I've got to get into this race. And I've got to kick its butt. And what I mean by that is I've got to kick my own butt. And we're going to do good. And I'll tell you what, anybody who's going to the Peachtree Road Race and you happen to see this video, I hope. And if you don't and you see it later, whatever, let's do it next year. But say, hey, put a comment on this channel down here. Let me know that you saw this, or that you're in the same situation, or you whatever, you need some motivation too. I don't care. Let's all do this together. I know teamwork makes the dream work, and I know it's a stupid statement, but teamwork is always helpful. I'm here to be a team player. I'm here to help other people. I'm here to help myself. And I'm hoping everybody else feels the same way. So, guys, I've talked a whole bunch. This is not an interesting video in any way, shape, or form, other than the fact that I'm starting. Sorry about that. A little bit from the running. And also I went swimming. I swam about, 20 something laps. So I'm going to run and swim and run and swim and do more exercises and do more. And I will tell you this, we'll talk about it later. Fasting helped me lose a lot of weight. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean fasting like the entire day, but I mean is intermittent fasting, as they say, not eating beyond a certain time of day and going the rest of the day and working out and not eating. This will work. So if you're willing to join with me, let me know. Put a comment down in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on this journey. Hopefully we can all do it together. I do appreciate it. I'm going to start up in July a step challenge. I tried to do it in June on another channel of mine, but I'm going to do it on this channel because this one is health related and I need to do it. But guys, I super appreciate everything. I'm hoping this is helpful for you, and peace.